Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is Friday, February 27th, and the title for the video is honestly, I think almost perfect trading in just a very imperfect market today here on the NQ. Started off this morning, stream right around 8:30, right at the market opened, and quickly mapped out some areas where, sellers, based on their volume footprint, were showing strength. Mapped everything out very clearly as to where the sellers were showing strength, and then finally where buyers were starting to show strength. And this green kind of buy zone for me, where buyers were strong, started to increase down from like this quadrant here, and it just started to increase gradually based on the volume footprint that I see each day in the market. And finally was started executing some trades, talked through the entire trade process, which was one of my, one of the goals that I have always written down here now on my desk. And, looking for super A+ setups, not majority of my setups, but if you noticed, I started to see the confirmation long. Every single trade I took was a long, all longs, and my direction was perfect today. Just absolutely fantastic. As far as trade execution, got my entry confirmations every single time. Really tight stops, not super tight, but manageable stops that had a reason, where sellers were trying to push the market down, buyers were still overtaking them. My stop goes at the bottom of that. It's very simple. I want protection in my stop. I don't have just a mathematical stop to my trades. And had about out of these four trades, lost 13 points on the first one. All of them were targeting around 30 points. Was in profit on this one for about 19 points. Then quickly knocked me out, just to then obviously keep going in the right direction, no problem. Second trade got in, was able to move my stop to about -5.5, 6 points, all within reasons to my rules, following the volume footprint, and got knocked out of this one just to see it obviously increase as well. I believe on this trade I was up 19 points on this trade. So within these two trades, both of them were up pretty good. Came back down, went right back into the same area. Next trade took another long. This one I think was up 23, 24 points. Again, trying to get that 30 point, which I thought was very realistic for the market, and got out for break even on that one. So I think I took about a point, but I always when all my break evens are always a point above. Then took another long on an IB continuation play that looked really, really great. 15-point target on that one. I think that one went up to about 11 points of profit. Came right back down, knocked me out for 12 points. So at this point, I had felt like I had gotten the direction absolutely perfect. I knew, where the buyers were showing strength, but obviously my P&L wasn't showing it. It's almost like a P&L flip, like where, you're putting in a lot of effort, but you're not really getting any type of reward. And the market's going to do that. You're going to have days like that. Absolutely. So went till about, I don't know, maybe about 10:45 with the YouTube stream. Had a great stream. Gave out, I think, some really good information towards the end of that stream. If you want to go and replay that. Went over a lot of my monthly numbers. And then, jumped off the YouTube stream, got into my live trading room with my members, and we stayed on for about another hour, and just talking through the entire process here. Had a reaction band at the 25035s, tapped right into my reaction band exactly to the tick. As we came back down, my thesis then was I don't think that the sellers are in control here. We're going into this big green buying zone. So I pretty much found a very realistic area that I waited for price action to literally come all the way down. And I said, once we sweep these two lows down here, which was at the 24,919, 920, I'm going to look for any footprint confirmation to take a long. And I was going off of my lowest time frame, which is my 30 range footprint, and got my entry, hit the long button, and rode that one. I had an initial target of 30 points. Obviously, a little bit of the early morning kind of unluckiness of the trades might have played out a little bit in this last trade of the day. So I saw that price action came up to about 23, 24 points in profit. Kind of came right back down. I moved my stop to, again, a very realistic place. I was plus 1 point in break even, so I couldn't lose on the trade. But I then moved my TP from the 30-point original target right back down to the 24 points, so the equal high, and we quickly came and hit my TP on that one. So went from like a negative $2,000 day to just a negative $500 day, so spread out throughout my funded accounts. Honestly, no big deal whatsoever. And it also helped with my end of month. I did not hit my $10,000 goal for February. February was a little bit, I feel like my trading was good. I had a few mental mistakes. I've documented those, my videos on those. And this is the beautiful thing about YouTube is that, it's almost like a video journal for myself on everything I put in paper and on the PC. But, I had a few mental mistakes in February, which I kind of got really pretty down on myself on. I obviously felt like I was a much better trader. Like I felt like those were kind of rookie mistakes that were made. But overall, I thought that my process, my strategy, and my setups were great. I think the market was just a little bit difficult in February. Finished off the month. I will stop the video for 1 second. That's $6,800. Every single day I update my monthly tracker for that goal. So 6,800 minus the 300 brings my monthly total to what is that? $6,300. So a little shy of my $10,000 goal, but regardless, all of the accounts, all of the funded accounts, the cash accounts, they're all steadily increasing, and that's all I'm really looking forward to at the end of the month. Setting goals is great, but really the most important part of your goals, which should be the number one thing, is did you take the trade, each individual trade, were they taken for the right reasons? Was your setup there? Was your reasoning behind the trade right, regardless of the outcome of the trade? The markets are the markets. I had the direction today perfect. I took 5 trades in that direction. 2 of them were losers. 2 of them were practically break even. 1 was a nice winner at the end. But the market's going to do that some days. And just like that, you keep doing the right process, the right setup, the right mental framework for each trade. You're going to have the days where those 2 losses, those 2 break evens, now they're 4 winners. There's 3 winners. Those are the momentum days that you need to really capitalize. Like last Friday, I think I had a $3,800 positive day. Fantastic. Monday had a shit day. Tuesday, not such a bad day, but down about an hour on Tuesday. But slowly, again, just continue with the process. Don't think that you need to now strategy hop, jump to something different. If you've got confidence, if you've back tested your strategy and you know that it works, you got to lean on it eventually to get you through some of the times where the strategy might not be performing the hottest, or that obviously market conditions might just not be in your favor. But with that being said, I had a very fun time today on stream. I think people are really enjoying seeing every single aspect of how I look at the volume footprint, and how I look at volume every single day. It was very clear as day how these certain sections started flipping from red to green, the reasoning why they were flipping, and then how you can take the trades, like right here, this long for 22 points, based on a nice little retracement back into an area of strength that I knew the strength was there. So hope you guys enjoy the weekend. Watch out for my Sunday weekly levels. Those killed it, just like, just like always. And look forward to trading with you guys in March, my birthday month, on Monday. Take care, everybody. I might regret it, but I'm going to wait for this to get down to the 24.9, 919, 920. Going right into a high volume node here again. You can see the sellers are losing strength, which is good. Let's just see if we can find something that makes sense. All right, we're in that high volume node here, so if we're going to get a kickback, it should be in this vicinity. Let's get through there. Let's go. Let's go. Go to target. Go to target. Should take it. Oh my goodness. Again, I'm going to be dealing with this. Oh, we're so close to going to target right there too. That's it. 10 points. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Why can't we just get the continuation? 22 points. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We hit one to target. Oh, we hit one to target.